What's up, family? Angel Carmona, author, speaker, and entrepreneur. And this is how I became a self-published author. Quick background on myself. Prior to me becoming an entrepreneur and an author, I actually used to be a pro boxer. But due to the fact that I grew up in a rough neighborhood in Miami, Florida, I was caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that led to me getting shot, which actually ended my boxing career. So in the world that I knew nothing but boxing, I prayed to God for an answer, another vehicle to drive me to my dreams. And basically, I applied the discipline that I learned from boxing into business, and I ended up building a 7-figure annual business, and it completely transformed my life. And over the past 13 years, people have been telling me, man, Angel, your story's so powerful. You could inspire so many people. You need to write a book. And for the first 8 years, I was like, yeah, one day I'll do it. And until in 2021 came around, and one of my mentors told me, man, your story's so powerful. You're becoming more and more successful. You need to write a book. And I said, yeah, one day I'll write it. And he said, no, you're going to write it, and you're going to write it this year because I'm going to hold you accountable to it. And I was like, man, no one ever told me they will hold me accountable to writing my own book. So I don't know what your story may be, but we all have a story. Why not tell it, right? So basically, I immediately started to Google how to publish a book, and I didn't know where to start. Initially, I told him I didn't know how to write, and he told me, don't worry, we'll hire a ghostwriter. So he said, I know a couple, let me reach out to this lady. He reached out to this lady, but she never got back to him. So he told me, why don't you just write down your ideas on paper, and we'll go from there. So I started writing. The first day I wrote down the chapters, the title of the book, and basically which lessons I wanted to input into each chapter, as well as which stories. And then I wrote the last chapter on the first day because, I was always told that great authors write the last chapter first so they can fit the entire story into the last chapter. Long story short, the second day, he was like, how is it going? I was like, great. I wrote the first chapter, which was the last one. And then he said, okay, I'll contact this lady again, but try writing another chapter today. Then I did it. And then the third day, she still didn't get back to him. And he was like, just write another chapter. I'll reach out to her again. And after the third day, I had written 3 chapters, and I was like, you know what? I can do this. He was like, yeah, we can just pay somebody to edit the grammatical errors. So that's what happened. And basically, I ended up writing the book in 12 days, 8 to 10 hours a day, nonstop, solely focused on writing the book. When I started to Google, okay, what now? How do I publish, my book? Because back in the day, the thing was you needed to go pitch your book to a publishing company, and they would actually tell you if they liked it or not, and then they'll publish it. Well, nowadays, you can do what is called self-publishing, or a hybrid model, where basically you pay up front a publishing company and they'll list it everywhere. And that's what happened with me. I got in contact with a company called Gatekeeper Press. At the time, they were based out of Ohio, but now they're in Tampa, Florida, I believe. I set up a consultation for the next day, a 20-minute consultation. And one of the founders and CEO of the company got on a call with me. He walked me through the process, told me how much it was going to be. It was a few $1,000s for the particular package I wanted, which included ebook, paperback, and hardcover. And they were going to list it on every platform online, from Amazon to Apple iBooks and so forth. So basically, they would help me design the cover, the front and back, and format the interior of the book, how the chapters would look and everything. So if you haven't checked out my book, by the way, Boxer to Businessman, how the discipline of being an athlete can help you achieve success as an entrepreneur. They also helped me register with the Congress of Library, the U.S. Congress of Library or whatnot, to copyright my book. And they got me my ISBN number, which is basically the barcode on the back. So That's basically how you can do it. I'll leave the link below as to how you can reach out to them. And if you use my code Boxer to Biz, I'll drop it in the caption and you'll be able to get 5% off whatever deal you decide to get. But these people walk me through the process step by step. They assigned an author manager to me that helped me go from my mind to holding the books in my hand. This is actually my book right here. Everything happens 3 times in this world, right? First in the mind, second on paper, third in reality. The first 2 steps is up to you. But the third step, contact Gatekeeper Press, and they'll help you turn your book into reality so that you can tell your story and impact many lives out there. So I hope this helped. This is basically how I was able to do it. I'm sure there's other ways out there, but I just wanted to share my story because so many people always ask me how to start, how to do this. But my only tip is this, that you already have your book written, right? Do not contact them if you don't even have your book right on paper, if you don't have it already in a PDF format or whatnot, typed on Word. So yeah, best of luck. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for mentorship on mindset and motivation.